As I was searching on the internet for Mitchell's Zombies lore, I found absolutely nothing. No deep lore into this silly Roblox game with a cat named Mitchell. So I thought I'd be the first to go over lore. I won't be going over the one window map or the Halloween map, because I believe they have nothing to do with the story. Anyway, to start off, notice this teleportation device thingy. Seems we use this to teleport thingy to get to different maps, but you can also find this on the giant map, so we'll go over this map first. Notice how when we spawn in we are teleported, which reflects back to the teleportation device back in the lobby. Thought that was a nice detail. Just these words on the wall, they are usually written on every map either on a wall or a board, but I won't be going over all of them. I will just show a couple. Anyway, as you play the game you realize that this map is the only map with dogs, which leads me over here where it says animal testing lab, which means that not only the dogs were captured and experimented on, but also Mitchell, which is why I think the giant map could be the original creation of Mitchell and his children. Another thing I want to go over is this secret monologue you get by throwing a goofy grenade into this fire. So take a listen.
A worthy sacrifice. I am very pleased. Though one is not enough. Go and find my 5 children. They are dead to me. Make them pay. Perhaps I will reward you.
So seems that was the voice of Mitchell himself, talking about his 5 children, but apparently he doesn't like them as he said they are dead to me, so as we slaughter his children we get more talking from him.
How obedient of you. Well, I am a cat of my word. Take a look around. You might find something using a little kick. Good luck.
And over here, by doing the knife glitch, we can go over here and see that this Shadow Mitchell, or as I like to call it Black Mitchell, is hiding back here. We can also see this Shadow Mitchell briefly in the lobby while clicking shop. We don't know how he got there or how he got captured, but I assume it's Joe, our shop guy, whoever you wanna call him, but I think he captured him. One more thing for this map. On this sign we can see automobile garage, and guess what? Mitchell Barrel and the Undead Nocturne both have cars in it, but we don't really know the map order and what the timeline is, so I'll just go over the details of each map. Anyway, the next map I will go over will be the Lighthouse map, since it barely has any lore I think, so let's teleport there. Anyway, there is only one thing we need to go over with on this map, and that is Mitchell is on the roof. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next map. By using the knife glitch again, which I will use a lot in this vid, we can see Mitchell on a tree, which from that sign earlier that said Mitchell is always watching. That means he really is always watching us. Over here we can see a teleporter, and outside there is another. We don't know who built these teleporters or all these teleporters throughout the maps and stuff, but it could be us survivors or somebody else. Speaking of survivors, there are these secret radio messages on this map, so take a listen.
Entering in. To whoever is receiving this transmission, I'm sorry. To my knowledge, you've been trapped into a dimension, no exit among others. The others who have attempted to escape his wrath have been turned into something more evil. Their corpses, being husks of their former selves, being used and dressed as pawns in his games. I advise that if you can, arm yourself with the nearest weaponry available. The only thing you could do now is to play along in this game and hope you can survive me long enough for our rescue to come around. Our group has determined that the owner of this twisted, sick dimension is an all-powerful feline named Mike.
It's 3 years since the beginning of the epidemic, or if you started it 6 months or so before the first outbreak, it could take a while before the cat comes back, and if you know what a worm is, and can identify it properly, you're going to avoid a lot of unnecessary medical attention.
Man, starving.
Sorry if you couldn't hear it that well, I tried my best to record it all, but anyway, seems that all these maps are actually separate dimensions or same dimensions / different areas. I don't really know, but that's what it seems like. Also, apparently this epidemic has been going on for 3 years and a all-powerful cat was created too, so we don't really know if Mitchell created the virus or somebody. Else did all we can do is guess and look for clues. And now that this is more clear, we use the teleporters to cross dimensions. And one of the radios talked about survivors, so this leads us to the Mitchell Barrel map, where there is a helicopter, so possibly the survivors crashed here. I don't know. Anyway, let's go over the Mitchell Barrel map now. Once we get the parts for the helicopter, Joey/Shop Guy teleports here and fixes the rest. We don't know why he teleported here and now, but oh well, he fixed the chopper. Also, a written message you can find in the bathroom says, if you are reading this, it's too late, we couldn't defeat him. How embarrassing to die in a bathroom. Tony K. So this is probably a message from some survivor who was here trying to defeat the cat. I say cat instead of Mitchell, because in this map we are not fighting Mitchell, it's actually Winterchiel, his most festive child. Out of the 5 children he has, we don't have much information about the other 4, but maybe that Shadow Mitchell is a child of his, not really sure, but oh well. And 4, after capturing Winterchiel we don't know where the story or what the future maps will be next. But also, I'm sure you notice how many cat statues are in this game. They seem to mostly get Mitchell's attention when messed around with. Maybe he just likes having statues of himself, I don't know. There is a sign on Undead Nocturne map that warns us about it too, so I guess statue equals dangerous. Forgot to mention there is Jerome. He is just a janitor that got infected, I guess. Then there is Snowfella, and I'm just a big snowman. That's all I have to say for them. Now that I have gathered all the information on all these maps, we can now summarize all of this. Before we summarize though, this is based on information in game. This is not 100% accurate, just guessing and speculation, so don't hate on me for if this is wrong. I made this video for fun. Anyway, so basically Mitchell and his children were tested and experimented in a lab, which made Mitchell a multidimensional threat along with his 5 children, for which he some reason hates. So Mitchell captures us players and puts us into dimensions to play along in his game, where many zombies try to attack us. But the previous survivors try to escape but end up falling into the hands of Mitchell. Some of these survivors leave messages for us players to help guide us and warn us about Mitchell. These messages can be found through radio messages boards and walls. The fallen survivors are assumed to be turned into the infected which attack us in our adventure through the dimensions, capturing/defeating Mitchell and his children, which are summoned or disturbed by messing with Mitchell's cat statues. To my guess, we have only captured one of Mitchell's children, which is Winterchiel, but if you include the Shadow Mitchell it could be 2, since you see him in one of the cages in the shop. In our adventure, the shop guy helps us, for example helping us defeat Winterchiel and escaping the map Mitchell Barrel. I currently have no clue in which the order of the maps are in for lore, but otherwise I would have said more. This is the information I can say at the moment, while waiting for future updates. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this vid, and thanks for the 100 subs, I appreciate it. And PLS like if you enjoyed this, or if you're new, subscribe. Anyway, I'm currently exhausted from making this vid, so goodbye. But I will let you listen to this awesome music made by the developers.